June 2025 just became a historic month for Social Security. We're witnessing the first time ever that average monthly payments have crossed the $2,000 threshold, but that's just the beginning of what you need to know. In the next few minutes, I'm going to break down everything that's changing with your Social Security payments this month, from the new payment schedule that might affect when you receive your money, to crucial policy changes that could impact how much you actually get to keep, plus the new verification rules that every applicant needs to understand before it's too late. Welcome to Financial Area, where we cut through the confusion and deliver the Social Security updates that matter most to your financial future. If this information helps you stay ahead of these changes, hit that like button and subscribe for more essential Social Security and financial updates. Let's start with what everyone's talking about, the historic $2,000 milestone. For the very first time in Social Security's 90-year history, the average monthly retirement benefit has officially crossed the $2,000 mark. This isn't just a number. It represents a significant moment for millions of Americans who depend on these payments. This milestone was reached thanks to the 2.5% cost of living adjustment that took effect earlier this year. The Social Security Administration implemented this COLA increase specifically to help beneficiaries cope with rising living costs across the country. But here's where it gets complicated. Many financial experts and beneficiary advocates argue that this 2.5% increase still doesn't fully account for the real expenses that retirees are facing, especially when it comes to healthcare, housing, and everyday necessities. The average benefit crossing $2,000 means different things for different people. If you're already receiving benefits, this milestone suggests that the overall system is responding to inflation pressures. However, your individual payment amount depends on your work history, when you started claiming benefits, and several other factors that are unique to your situation. Now, let's talk about the payment schedule changes that are affecting June 2025. If you receive Supplemental Security Income or SSI, you probably noticed something different this month. Your June payment actually arrived early, on May 30th instead of June 1st. This happened because June 1st fell on a Sunday, and the Social Security Administration doesn't process payments on weekends or federal holidays. For regular Social Security retirement, disability, and survivor benefits, the payment schedule follows a specific pattern based on your birth date. If you were born between the 1st and 10th of any month, your payment comes on the second Wednesday of each month. If your birth date falls between the 11th and 20th, you receive your payment on the third Wednesday. And if you were born between the 21st and 31st, your payment arrives on the fourth Wednesday of the month. This birth date system has been in place for years, but it's worth reviewing because any confusion about when your payment should arrive can cause unnecessary worry. If your payment doesn't arrive on the expected date, you should wait at least 3 business days before contacting the Social Security Administration, as there can sometimes be processing delays. The financial impact of reaching this $2,000 average is more significant than just the number itself. For many retirees, this represents the difference between struggling to make ends meet and having a more comfortable retirement. However, it's important to understand that this is an average. Some beneficiaries receive significantly more, while others receive considerably less. Regional variations also play a role in how far this $2,000 goes. What provides a comfortable living in some parts of the country might barely cover basic expenses in high-cost areas. This disparity highlights ongoing discussions about whether Social Security benefits should be adjusted based on regional cost differences, though no such changes are currently being implemented. For those planning their retirement, this milestone serves as a benchmark for what you might expect from Social Security, but it shouldn't be your only source of retirement income. Financial advisors consistently recommend that Social Security should represent only about 40% of your total retirement income, with the remainder coming from personal savings, employer-sponsored retirement plans, and other investments. Moving on to some critical policy changes that could directly affect your benefits, the Social Security Administration has made an important adjustment to how it handles overpayments. Previously, if the SSA determined that you had been overpaid, whether due to a calculation error, unreported income, or other factors, they could withhold your entire monthly benefit until the overpayment was recovered. This policy created severe financial hardships for many beneficiaries who suddenly found themselves with no Social Security income. while the agency recovered money it claimed was overpaid. The public backlash was significant, with advocacy groups and lawmakers pressuring the SSA to change this approach. The new policy limits withholding to a maximum of 50% of your monthly benefit. This means that even if you're subject to overpayment recovery, you'll still receive at least half of your regular Social Security payment each month. While this is still a financial burden, it's considerably less devastating than losing your entire benefit. If you're currently dealing with an overpayment situation, you should know that you have options. You can request a waiver if you believe the overpayment wasn't your fault, or if repaying it would cause financial hardship. You can also negotiate a payment plan that works better for your budget. The key is to contact the Social Security Administration as soon as you receive an overpayment notice, rather than ignoring it. Another significant change involves new identity verification requirements that are now in effect. As part of enhanced fraud prevention measures, the Social Security Administration has implemented stricter verification procedures for certain applicants. If you're applying for retirement benefits, survivor benefits, or family benefits, you may now be required to verify your identity in person at a Social Security office. This change comes in response to increasing concerns about identity theft and fraudulent benefit claims. While these security measures are designed to protect the integrity of the Social Security system, they also add complexity to the application process. For many people, especially those in rural areas or those with mobility issues, traveling to a Social Security office for in-person verification can be challenging. If you're planning to apply for benefits soon, you should prepare for this possibility by gathering all necessary documentation ahead of time. This includes your birth certificate, driver's license or state ID, Social Security card, and any relevant tax documents. Having these ready can help streamline the verification process if it's required. The verification requirements don't apply to everyone. The SSA uses various factors to determine who needs in-person verification. However, there's no way to know in advance whether you'll be selected for this additional step, so it's best to be prepared. Let's address the ongoing discussions about taxes on Social Security benefits. Currently, if your combined income exceeds certain thresholds, you may owe federal income tax on a portion of your Social Security benefits. For individuals, this threshold is $25,000, and for married couples filing jointly, it's $32,000. There has been significant political discussion about eliminating federal income tax on Social Security benefits entirely. This proposal gained attention during the 2024 election cycle, with various candidates expressing support for such a change. However, it's crucial to understand that these are still proposals, not enacted laws. As of June 2025, the tax obligations on Social Security benefits remain unchanged. If your income exceeds the designated thresholds, you're still required to pay federal income tax on a portion of your benefits. The amount of tax you owe depends on your total income and filing status, with up to 85% of your benefits potentially subject to taxation for higher income recipients. If you're currently receiving benefits and haven't been paying taxes on them, but your income has increased, you should consult with a tax professional to ensure you're meeting your obligations. The IRS can impose penalties and interest if you underpay your taxes, even if the underpayment relates to Social Security benefits. Now, let's discuss some significant changes in how the Social Security Administration operates and what this means for anyone who needs their services. The SSA has implemented what they call an efficiency initiative, which has resulted in substantial staffing cuts and office closures across the country. While the stated goal of this initiative is to improve efficiency and reduce costs, the practical impact has been quite different for many beneficiaries. Wait times for phone assistance have increased dramatically, with some people reporting being on hold for hours before speaking with a representative. Field offices that remain open often have reduced hours or serve larger geographic areas than before. This reduction in service availability has created a backlog of claims and appeals. People applying for disability benefits in particular are experiencing longer wait times for initial decisions and appeals hearings. Some disability applicants are waiting over a year for their initial determination, and appeals can take even longer. The staffing cuts have also affected the quality of service in some cases. With fewer experienced employees available, there have been reports of inconsistent information being provided to beneficiaries and delays in processing routine requests like benefit verifications or address changes. To address some of these service issues, the Social Security Administration has begun implementing artificial intelligence tools designed to improve efficiency and reduce processing times. These AI systems are being used for tasks like initial screening of applications, routing inquiries to appropriate departments, and providing basic information to callers. While AI implementation shows promise for handling routine tasks more quickly, many people still report difficulties accessing the information they need. The technology is still being refined, and complex cases often require human intervention that may not be readily available due to staffing limitations. For beneficiaries, this changing landscape means you need to be more proactive and patient when dealing with Social Security Administration services. If you need to contact the SSA, be prepared for longer wait times and consider using online services when possible, as these are often faster than phone or in-person visits. The SSA's website has expanded its online services significantly, allowing you to handle many routine tasks without needing to speak with a representative. You can check your benefit amount, request benefit verifications, change your address, and access your annual Social Security statement online. Creating a My Social Security account, if you haven't already, can save you considerable time and frustration. If you do need to visit a Social Security office in person, calling ahead to make an appointment can reduce your wait time significantly. Walk-in service is still available at most offices, but appointments typically receive priority. For those dealing with complex issues or appeals, consider seeking help from qualified representatives who specialize in Social Security matters. While there are fees associated with professional representation, it can be worthwhile for complicated cases, especially given the current service limitations at the SSA. Understanding these changes and preparing accordingly can help you navigate the current Social Security landscape more effectively. The system is evolving, and staying informed about these changes ensures you can access the benefits you've earned while avoiding unnecessary complications. Whether you're currently receiving benefits, planning to apply soon, or just want to stay informed about Social Security changes, these June 2025 updates represent significant shifts in how the system operates. From the historic $2,000 average benefit milestone to policy changes affecting overpayments and new verification requirements, staying current with these developments helps you make better decisions about your financial future. The key takeaway is that while Social Security continues to provide essential support for millions of Americans, the system is adapting to new challenges and implementing changes that affect how benefits are administered and accessed. By understanding these changes and planning accordingly, you can better navigate the Social Security system and maximize the benefits available to you. Thanks for watching Financial Area. If this information helped you understand the latest Social Security changes, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more updates on Social Security, Medicare, and other financial topics that affect your retirement planning. We'll keep monitoring these developments and bring you the most important updates as they happen.